Good morning, Counter-Strike people. How you doing? So I've got just over 10 minutes to work with, kind of quickly informing people what happened. But of course, we are here for the Genesis collection. And, well, speaking about the Genesis collection, I just noticed as I look over to here, this is my account that I'm using, and I've also noticed I've actually lost quite a bit of money. What do you mean, Hedge? Well, as I look over to here, apparently, one of my buy orders has been very successful at the worst possible time. But also the price of them have dropped off. So I'm buying them for about $2 there, and they seemingly have reached about $3. I've turned off my extensions to prevent the possibility of getting the requests issue, but that is about $2.70, I believe, at the moment. So maybe I might need to remove that barter. I certainly do hope the prices do stick, but how popular is this terminal really? Let's just quickly go through the details. Brand new, different type of case, but you don't use just crate and key. It's like a scanner. You can actually see what you're going to get. It's offered to you, but you can turn it down. Now, originally, you could turn it down 5 times. Apparently, they've changed it to 10, which, you know, that's fine. But also, the prices are pretty ridiculous. But apparently, it's all based on how many people decline the skin. And also, I do believe it's going to keep track of prices on the Steam market as well. It's new. We're going to see how this all turns out. But we do have to question, how popular will it be? And how high will the price be, considering no knife, no gloves, no shoes? What? Anyway, so this is definitely something I've been thinking about. And I've also been thinking about, will the blues probably be interesting? How many times are people going to pass on a blue? And then I also see mentions, someone's just mentioned it there, apparently purples are just as common as blues in this now, apparently. I'm not 100% sure how this is going to go down, but it doesn't hurt to always do a bit of a lowball buy order, chat. Now, chat, if you're pretty serious with this, you know, you can always use a second account. So what am I doing over here? Yep, my second account. It seems this one isn't buying as much, the terminals, but that was the $1 one, so we'll see how that turns out. But yeah, just about $3 at the moment. A brand new wave has just appeared. The price has kind of dropped pretty quickly. Oh my. But hey, maybe it might rebound as we go through the rest of this week. I really do need to try and sell these pretty quickly. I am getting a little bit concerned. But anyway, let's focus. Hedge, why do you have a ridiculous amount of tabs? What do you think? So a great thanks to CS2.gg. No, it's actually csgoskins.gg. Let's clarify that, Hedge. They have all the links. And, well, I got myself nice and prepared. Now, if you're wondering about, oh, hang on a minute, why do you have them all in a group like this? That's a Chrome feature, right? That's not like a special extension. That's a Chrome feature. In fact, they actually saved them now, which is pretty interesting. So, yes, I've got all the links. I'm only going to chase after the Factory New Blues, although I might consider chasing after any sort of stat track. At the end of the day, people do like stat tracks to trade up with and whatnot. So, okay, cool. I've got it pretty much all nice and ready. I have to be very careful though. I need to have an extension on for a VPN or something, because unfortunately, if I keep refreshing too much, it will give me the requests issue. So whether you have an extension or a VPN or whatnot, like just built in, you've got to make sure you have a VPN for this, 100%. Like in the past, I'm sure you're fully well aware, if you go to my YouTube, you'll definitely see me yapping about how you can get yourself nice and prepared for Counter-Strike buy orders. Not only for just buy orders in general, but of course like for a Counter-Strike major. So, yep, there you go. I've had a pretty fun past buying a lot of cases for super cheap because I was one of the fastest buy orders. But because now everything is technically an in-game purchase in most instances, unfortunately, Hedge just isn't as successful as he used to be. But it doesn't hurt to try. So as long as you're reasonably fast enough, you can still be successful. So, consider giving that playlist a good look. So, hopping back over to where we were. I've got my links nice and ready, but we still have to question how will everything behave over the course of the next, well, couple of years. I guess that's probably the thing to say. Is every brand new case that we see going to be like this from here and now? Which wouldn't surprise me, because of course Europe is well, they're saying they don't like loot boxes, which fair enough, I understand. But with this method, it kind of walks around the whole loot box mechanic, if you get what I mean. They add the extra annoying step in between. Sure. But apparently the armory cases from now on will be the only cases which have knives and gloves. I guess that's how they're going to do it. And you have to earn those armory cases. You have to play to then earn it. Again, by putting in a big annoying step in between, apparently it lets them walk around with, not getting in trouble with loot boxes. So, okay, fair enough. It is interesting, and we only have about 5 minutes to go. But at the end of the day, just try and put down something reasonable. Am I going to try and keep it lowball? How valuable are the reds? Are they valuable enough to carry the case? Oh, it's going to get rough, isn't it? I've seen in the past, with, funnily enough, TF2, when they only had one red, that tended to be, that used to be like pretty cheap, because you could easily trade up to it. Of course, we still have like 2 reds. Do you reckon, for cases like these, would they probably make it 3 reds with terminals from now on? And would you be upset with that? Maybe an extra pink as well, perhaps. But we've got some buy orders to do, don't we, chat? I can only, hope for the best for you lot. I hope I'm going to be all right. And I hope I don't buy too many of these as well. I've got to keep track of that. I'm getting a little bit worried. Stop buying so many. Come on. Not yet. Chill out. But do I remove my buy order? This has only been going down. Do I want to deal with potential problems? Could I wait it out still? Oh, it's conflicting. I'll leave that for another time. Let's now skip ahead and chase after those brand new Genesis skins. Quick refresh. As you can see, it's 4 minutes until midnight in Washington State, USA. The skins are about to appear. Tick-tock goes the bot, which will snipe my Glock. Stay a little bit optimistic now. Come on now. 5 seconds to go. 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. We're chasing after the Genesis collection skins, and I think we're going to start seeing all of them. If I had to go to here for the general search, you should start seeing skins being listed now. Might take an extra 20 seconds. That usually happens. Right, chat. Go. Focus what you want to chase after. Right, are they going to appear yet? No. What about if I chase after like some blues or something? Also, make sure you have a VPN ready, because unfortunately, like I said, you will get the requests issue if you refresh far too much. Well, this is a little bit awkward. Anything? No? They're up for you, are they? No? Okay. Blues? I got nothing. Nothing's appeared for me. What is going on? Should it be now? Yeah, they should be up now. Loads of things should be up by now. I can't see a thing. Oh, there you go. Right. So, I think I've already missed out on this. This is a minimal wear. Let's go put down some buy orders. I think I'll just request that, and I'll just request 10, because I don't think I'm going to get any. Oh, no! I forgot about this. Right, you only have to do it once, and then you're good for like the next hour or so. Alright, good. Alright, it's gone through now. Right, okay, so, I forgot about that. We're going to have to remember that later. For every barter that you do from now on, or a barter session, you have to be aware of that. Hello there. A nice factory... No, stat track. Come on, Hedge. You've got to know what you're talking about. Well, sometimes. So yeah, I'm kind of going for the blues because I feel like I have a better chance. Sounds a bit sad, but I know I can still make a decent bit of profit out of these. I mean, I could go check some of the reds right now. Coverts, Hedge, coverts. And there you go. We have the field tested right here. But I am questioning whether it's actually going to retain its value or not. So I'm going to go offer this price, and then we'll see if it works out nicely in the future or not. Again, I don't know if it's going to be super easy to trade up for all of these. The buy orders are certainly piling up though. So let's just quickly offer this as well. 0.5. That's about $40. Seems like a reasonable offer for standard normal versions, not stat track. Right, okay, that's a pretty good thing to see right here. Okay, I offered a $50 barter there. Did I get there? $50? Do I have a big gap, big bit of range? Come on, show it to me. Okay, I think I've got a pretty solid barter there. Right, maybe you should chase after the AK-47 Hedge, because a lot of people want that. Oh, yeah. But then again, a factory new might take a while for it, to finally appear, or even be found, even be opened. Can anybody afford it? Right. Hello, Valorant. How you doing? So let's just quickly go ahead and grab a decent-ish wilder for this. Again, and again, is it going to get that cheap? Oh, question that a little bit more. Yeah, not that cheap. Well, actually, no. Yeah, I'm going to offer that. I'm going to offer that. It's not a matter of if it's going to get that cheap. Is that price too high is what I was questioning. Again, I have to question, is it going to be easy to get these skins or not? Okay, there's the minimal wear. Hello, minimal wear. How you doing? How you doing? Right, so I'll just offer 40 for you as well. We'll see what happens. That's $50. Right, factory new, I definitely would offer more. I definitely would offer more. Right, let's go back to the blues. Again, feel like there's a better chance of me getting these. Right. So will people actively actually try and chase after factory new blues? Because, of course, you're going to need it to trade up. And I'm like, oh, that's a good looking, oh. All right. That's a good looking, skin. Right, so I just did a barter on that liquidation. What I'm going to do now is utilize the second account. Here we go. If I feel like I need to put down a decent barter, I think that's going to be pretty cool. Nice, affordable, decent looking M4. Yeah, I'll go off for an interesting price or two. There you go. Oh, yeah. Well, got to prepare for this in the future. Remember, you have to make sure you do a preparation barter beforehand, right? So, lesson learned. I'm actively looking at all the pinks now, and I'm like, oh, I might have got a decent chance on this. All right, let's go get a $10 barter there. Now we can quickly switch over to the other account. What I'm going to do is going to do a solid $20 barter. That's going to be perfectly fine for the future. There we go. Right, factory new, ice cold. As time goes on, it eventually will go down in price. That's inevitable. But for now, I'm pretty sure I have plenty of time to keep an eye on that. And I think I've got a pretty decent barter that will last. That's definitely over $20. So keep track of that. We'll keep track of how high the barters go with that. But yeah, I'm pretty happy there. Alright, now we've got the stat tracks. Field tested. Ooh. So I can use another extension if I want to, and I'll probably turn it on now. So I use the Steam Inventory Helper extension now to be able to see more buy orders, just so I can get a good idea of how long this might last for. So, whoosh, there we go, lovely. So I can see like this stacks around $10, and it's like $6 there. So I feel like I've missed out. Do I want to, potentially waste my time and put a barter in this now? I don't think I will. So, conserve what you have, because you don't always have tons and tons and tons and tons of barter amount to work with. For this account, as I started, I think I could do about $3,000 worth of barters, but it will eventually all disappear. Someone's already put like a $1 10 barter in this. I'm doing a $1 barter. I will wait it out longer. I'm sure I could pick up some for a cheaper price in the future, but yep. Hopefully I'll be picking up some nice cheap ones. What also happens is when you pick up the factory new barters with the blues, a lot of people don't even realize to check the floats. I have picked up a lot of very cheap factory new blues with like 3 zeros, and you can sell them for some actual decent profit. Yeah, a lot of people don't even bother to check. Well, there you go. First on this, lovely stuff. Thank you. Well, first on this with a decent barter, I'll say. So that's about 60 cents. I'm requesting 50. I think I'll be quite alright with that. Yeah. Okay, so how much time has spent now? Just over 20 minutes, and I think nearly all of the skins have appeared. I've slowly been removing buy orders. I had so many tabs, it was actually causing me to lag on streams. That was a bit awkward. Yes, it was. Yes, it was. So hopefully we don't see that happen as we look at the remaining skins. But yep, still plenty to chase after. Might see something in a bit. Oh, there you go. Right. So I've missed out on that, but I could still offer like a $1 buy order. Try and hopefully pick up something in the future. We shall see. Oh, and we got the factory new. Right. So I'm going to do like a $2 buy order. Reasonably high enough, but should still be pretty good for like long term. So I'm only requesting 15 at a time. It won't feel so bad if I remove it in the future. Well then, I'm going to go ahead and I'm going to go put down this. You know what? Yeah, I'm going to go do that. I'm going to request 10 though. It's a $4 buy order. Yeah. Looks like I got a bit of a gap there is what I'm saying. Yep, alright, cool. Probably still am not one of the fastest though. Does it matter? At least just try. If you're reasonably fast enough, at some point you very likely will be picking up something for super cheap. But sometimes you might have to maybe wait a year or so. MP7, but I didn't do a barter, and well, that's actually pushing up to $40 now. Oh my, look at that. That's interesting, yes. We did do a barter on the Faction. I did a $10 barter. This is now pushing up to 70, I'm guessing. 70? Yeah, oh my. Well, could have done a stronger barter, but I put something down at the very least. Faction, no. Okay, so we got this already. Got that. We got not this. Nope, not yet. Got a barge on you. I think my $50 barge on this will work out very nicely in the future. So looking at all of this in USD, I've got a lot of range is the main thing I want to get across to all of you. So I think I will be picking that up at some point eventually. Again, maybe it'll take a year. That's fine. I wouldn't mind getting a ton of free Steam Wallet for absolutely like free basically. We'll see, you know. This account will always have at least $40. It won't be a problem, trust me. Trust me, it won't be a problem. So over to here. No Faction new just yet. We have seen one of the oligarchs. Well, I mean, there's probably a few more currently online. Oh, okay, well, Stat track. Minimal wear. At the very least, I would offer $100. Is it worth it? Is it worth it? I could do $200. Stat track. Minimal wear. Ooh, am I gonna do it? 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 Why not? I certainly hope it holds. Again, I'm sure I'll have plenty of time to keep track of it. The main concern is because this collection only consists of skins and no like extra rare, no knife, no gloves. Will the skins carry it? Will it actually keep it up? That's going to be something we're going to have to slowly find out. So we'll have to see what he says next. Oh, hello. Oh, I'm one of the fastest people to get on here. Yes, yes, I have succeeded. Yippee! You know what? I might get an extra barge on that just because I can. Yippee! Ah, shit! Someone else got. That's got to be bots. That's got to be bots. That's got to be bots. How? No, no, no. It had nothing, and then suddenly tons. This is what it's like now. Because we have the 7-day delay, they can set up all their clankers, have it all nice and ready, and then instant buy orders, set and done. I really do hope at some point Valve just turns around and bans all the people using software like that. So it would make things a little bit easier for me. Let me put it that way. But yeah, it's just like that. You saw the number, it said 0.25, my currency. And about 2 seconds, suddenly 700 bars appear. Right, time to wrap up the video. So I think I've reached my end point. I'll explain. I don't think any of the other skins are going to appear. And it makes sense if I pass on this information to you. So basically, please be aware, I'm 8 hours ahead of Washington State time, where Valve HQ is. And this update, we got the brand new collection. When it was introduced, it was 30 minutes past midnight for me, which means this came out at 5:30 in Washington State last week. So in theory, if you understand how the 7-day cooldown works, every single skin needed to be like opened up within 7.5 hours. If that happened, then they would be marketable immediately on the very first day. But not every single skin is here. So tomorrow, in about what, like 23 hours from now? Yeah, you probably might see the rest of these. And of course, with the rarer skins, yeah, it might even take a couple days. Don't be surprised by that. Maybe Europeans need to get back from school and work, and then maybe they have their skins that they can sell. We'll see, but yeah. 7.5 hours. So if you don't fully understand the 7-day cooldowns, and if you don't know how to figure out when skins become marketable, or anything technically within like Counter-Strike, look in the description. There will be a video link to the 7-day cooldown and how to figure it out. It's a 4-minute video, very quick, lots of diagrams, it'll help you out. So, okay, cool, understood. I've sat here, and I've started to question, well, hang on a minute, with the prices I've offered, the barters I've done for all the skins, and, well, let me just show you this real quickly. Let me just go over to here. Let me show you all the barters I did. I'm going to scroll all the way to the bottom. I've done, like, tons upon tons upon tons of barters. Done it many times in the past, and today I've done it again. Look at all of this. Look, full screen, scroll all the way down, or zoom all the way out. Look at that. Look at all the barters I've done. And that's just on this account. On the other one that I had spare, I've done a few. Not tons, but I have done a few. Look at all of that. That took about, what, 30 minutes? I have kind of taken some breaks and whatnot, because, again, I'm just not seeing all the skins appear immediately. But yeah, look at that. Okay. So I was questioning now, with the regular Faction New Blues, the mil specs, I've been offering about 60 cents American. And it's occurred to me, when people open these terminals, are they passing when they see a Faction New Blue? And also, what prices are offered for a Faction New Blue? I didn't actually know, so I had to look around. What I needed to do is I needed to watch someone who recently, like very recently, opened some of these terminals. So thank you very much to Mr. Tech Savvy. I was looking at the prices that are being offered. Thank you so much, because I saw like a couple Faction New Blues being offered, and it's like 20 cents American. So I got a little bit worried about myself. However, as I said, in theory, a lot of people, including this gentleman right here, is skipping every blue. He's trying to get purples, he's trying to get pinks. In theory, you might not see that many blues, funnily enough. Again, you might be stuck with some, true. But a lot of people, they're greatly appreciating the skip, the pass option. And again, you don't have to buy it. Like, you don't have to buy them. Apparently you can just scrap it, or just not pay after 3 days. Cool, okay, that's interesting. But whilst I was kind of worried about that briefly for a bit, I'm not so worried now. And I've seen the prices offered for like Faction New, like purples and all that. It's quite pricey. But the prices I've offered for all the blues, the purples, the pinks and the reds, I think I'm actually going to be quite alright. This is definitely going to be something we have to learn about. This is something I actually I'd actually like to ask. It would be incredibly helpful if there was a website that was keeping track of all the prices that are being offered with all the skins. I am confident we're going to probably see more terminals in the future. There has to be a website that's keeping track of the prices that are being listed for all the skins in the future. And again, of course, prices are affected by float. Of course, it's also affected by the amount of people that are rejecting the skin or accepting them, purchasing them. You get the idea. But it would be cool if there was some sort of website keeping track of everything. And I think it can be done. So we'll see if that happens in the future. But overall, it was fine. I got some decent barters down. I know I'm not the fastest, but I know I'm fast enough. I can wait a year. I wouldn't mind picking up like one of these pinks for only $1 or so. I'm not gonna turn that down. I'll be happy with that. But I do have to monitor my barters as well. I don't want to be accidentally, or not, well, I don't want to be clumsily leaving it, not keeping track of everything, and then, oh no, suddenly I have a bunch of these being dumped to me, and they've gotten even cheaper than the prices I've offered. Oh dear, oh dear. And I've actually been questioning, what was I going to do about all these that I've been picking up? As I mentioned a little bit earlier, if I could just scroll all the way to the top. There we go. Throughout all of this, with all the barters I've been doing, I've been buying more and more and more of these. And I've decided to remove my barter. I am now at peace. I no longer had to worry about this. But do keep this in mind. When the next wave of these became marketable, so many got listed that they went all the way down to $2. However, it's gone back up to $3 now. By the end, or rather, in a few days' time, could it go up even higher than this? It would be interesting. But I was just unsure if I wanted to keep it. I wasn't sure if it's going to go down even worse next week. And of course, potentially, I end up losing a bunch of money. Don't want that to happen. But I do still have a $1 barter, and I think I could just keep that from now on. So yeah, I removed that, unfortunately. Don't judge me, please. So okay, cool. But I am learning from all of this. I'm keeping track of everything. You have to. So new things appearing, new rules, mechanics, I guess you could say, but yeah. We might have to wait a little bit longer for the remaining skins, but I hope it was nice and insightful. And like I said, we have plenty of time to prepare for this. And with great thanks to websites like csgoskins.gg, all the links were provided here. I just had to click the price, and then there you go, faction new. So what you do is whilst you're clicked on the faction new, click on Steam, and there you go, I've got the link. If I had to quickly go ahead and click like field tested, like that, and then click on Steam, there you go, I've got the field tested link right there, stat track as well, lovely stuff. Let's see if I actually manage to pick that up for about $50. Highest bidder right now is 160. Oh, I'm looking forward to picking that up, you know, for a lovely price. However, do keep in mind these prices very likely will be going down as time goes on. Am I in trouble? I don't think so for now. But I ask you, between the reds, which one's your favourite? Do you prefer the Valorant run or the grungy green? Seems, you know, both of them are being appreciated. These are the prices that were listed earlier. I don't think they'll last though. I was also questioning like, well, how about like reds from other cases that came out like a year ago? How are they doing now? Well, you got Inheritance here, still doing over $200 for factory news and whatnot. So, yeah, I've had to go double check things and just make sure I haven't screwed up with the prices I've offered. But there's no knife. There's no gloves. Is it actually going to hold quite nicely? Gotta learn. Gotta keep track of it. It's not fun when you hear that, I know, but we have to understand how this all works from here on now. We have to keep track of behaviour. We have to monitor it. And then we'll be a whole lot more prepared for future terminals cases. Yeah, you get the idea. You get the idea. So, is it a case? Technically, but are we just referring to these as terminals now? You can comment below. You can tell me which you prefer. But, you know, I am surprised to see we still have 3 blues, 3 mil specs left. Again, as I said, I think people are just constantly skipping them. They don't want a SCAR 20. They don't want an MP9. They don't want a Mac 7. All right, well, cool. So, yeah, that's it. That's a wrap. Thank you very much for watching. I'd like to point out we've been here for just over an hour. No. Yeah, just over an hour. Wow, cool. Quite literally. All right, that's it. Best of luck with you and your investments. Be prepared. We still have the brand new armory case. Gallery is being removed. But of course, do not forget that brand new case will be 7-day cooldown because you purchase it. And again, if you want to learn about purchasing and of course 7-day cooldowns, look in the description. That link to the video will be listed right there. Cool. So thank you very much. Catch you later. See you. Goodbye.